of course, Yemen and Somalia are the two outstanding examples where you need to really look at it from many different angles. And in Yemen, we've gone to great lengths to emphasize that at the same time that we are working with the Yemeni forces to deal with al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula and working hard to help them develop the capacity to do so on their own, we're also quite cognizant of the fact that Yemen has an array of different problems that need to be dealt with. We believe, and I think that the data bears this out, that poverty itself is not a driver of radicalization, though it may be used instrumentally. It may be used by terrorists to say, you know, that's an example of how we're being oppressed by the United States or other countries. And we do certainly recognize that Yemen has enormous economic requirements, and they need to be addressed in their own right. We need to recognize that it's a good in itself that Yemen becomes a more self-sufficient, more thriving country. But we also recognize that Yemenis have lots of complaints about the quality of governance, about the failure of human services, welfare services, social services, and the like, and that there are a whole array of different things that need to be dealt with. And as the Yemeni government becomes stronger, is more capable of meeting the needs of its people, then we believe that extremists will have less of a foothold. So that's very much part of our approach. It's been a challenging period because Yemen is in a political transition, and it is right now somewhat stalled, and we're hoping that it will move forward again soon. But over the long term, we're confident that we will have strong counterterrorism partners in Yemen, and we will have them in part because the President and the Secretary have really emphasized that this is about helping the Yemeni people in the first instance. That this is really about helping Yemen get on its feet as it faces enormous economic, demographic, and other problems. Now, you mentioned Somalia as well, and if I can just go on for a minute here, our policy has very much been about trying to work with those parts of Somalia that show a desire to establish stability, order, the rule of law, and democratic governance. So we've been engaged with Somaliland. We have been engaged with Puntland. We're engaging with the checkerboard of different areas in South and Central Somalia that are seeking a better way and to come out of the really calamitous situation that Somalia has been. And we are, in the first instance, really working with the TFG, the Transitional Federal Government, and we're supporting AMISOM really more than anyone else out there, the African Union's mission in Somalia to support the TFG and bring stability to that country. So I think we are taking a holistic, a genuinely comprehensive approach. It's not just about stopping a particular threat, a particular group, and a particular line of activity. We really do think it's about the entire country.